the House of Republicans released a tax bill, and so it's a large document. We're scouring through it at our staff level right now. We're distributing some of our members to get their feedback. We have so many different businesses of all sizes, our membership. I'm sure we'll get different feedback on it. But overall, what I'm hearing is our members are excited that this draft is released. They're excited that the prospects of this bill moving forward. And so we're working with our delegation up there on that issue. The other piece is we have an event coming up pretty soon. We have the Free Enterprise Awards dinner we're going to have pretty soon. And quite frankly, throughout the year, we have businesses that, in our opinion, do great things throughout the year. And so what we've started is a Free Enterprise Awards dinner where we recognize those members. And so in a couple of weeks, we're going to bring up the companies and the manufacturers and the economic development partners that have done great things throughout the year to help drive job creation in Louisiana. So we're going to be announcing those award recipients tomorrow. I don't let the cat out of the bag, but tomorrow we'll put a release out there. We'll talk about the companies and the individuals that we think have really helped move the ball forward on creating jobs in Louisiana, and we want to recognize their efforts. And so those are some of the things we're working on. We just came back from D.C. not too long ago. We brought our board of directors up there to meet with our delegation and meet with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the National Association of Manufacturers. So we were grinding through policy and some of the important issues of the day up there. And so we're always, active on policy and events here at LABI. So I guess technically this is our off season since we're not in session, but it never really slows down. We're always working on something.
By the way, the tax bill, we have that information up on Bayou Buzz. You can look on the front page. Having said that, in terms of the tax bill, what is it that you find attractive about the tax bill in Congress that the Louisiana House Ways and Means just released?
Well, it's a large document, so we're still going through the specifics of the bill. But I think what the concept of what they're trying to put together is exciting to us. First of all, trying to bring some of those investments and dollars that are overseas back home. That's what we got to have as a country. I mean, right now, over the years, we have had in America, we have put together a uncompetitive tax code. And so what has happened is, as the state's economy and the nation's economy has become international, a lot of that investment has moved overseas because, quite frankly, they found better tax codes and better work environments over there. We want those investments to come back home. And so we're excited that the Congress has the same goal. So we think lowering that top rate at the corporate and the business side to bring those investments back to our shores will help a lot. The other piece is, pass-throughs, trying to make sure that you lower rates for all Americans, because a lot of businesses in Louisiana are small businesses. Those are the type of businesses that, quite frankly, they're grinding each and every day on Main Street trying to stay afloat, and they pay their taxes, quite frankly, through the personal income tax code. So ensuring that those tax rates on the personal side, on the individual side, that those are also lowered and reduced, so we make sure that we catch some of those individual investors. We think that's important as well.
Great. So what does Louisiana need? I mean, obviously, I think New York and New Jersey are a little bit disappointed right now because of the deductions that they may lose. Does Louisiana have any concern about that? It's a long document. Again, I understand.
And quite frankly, it came out I think at like 11:30 this morning, and so that's one of the provisions we've sent out to our members. And I'll be honest with you, we're still in the gathering feedback phase. Unfortunately, this interview is happening the same day we got the document, and so I'd hate to get ahead of our membership on that. I do think those high income tax states like New York and California, you've heard, are most critical of it because those are the ones that they're most dependent on those provisions. But again, we'll see what we hear from our members here as well.
Okay.
The interesting thing on some of the state front here, because Louisiana has the ability to deduct federal income taxes from their Louisiana taxes here, depending on what happens at the federal level, if there is a pretty aggressive tax cut there, it could also, lead to actually less of a deduction here in Louisiana. Right. So we're also trying to monitor what the bottom line impact would be for an individual, for a family, for a small business here in Louisiana. If the feds have a big tax cut, that could try to promote growth in a state like Louisiana, but at the same time, that's going to lessen the deduction that a small business or an individual or a family could have here. It may not actually, have the bottom line impact that it may have in other states.